camera. Should have did that first, right? But I'm always trying to make sure that the steering wheel and stuff isn't in your guys' way. So, boom. There we go. That's not too bad, huh? All right, what's up? Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Monday morning. Say what? Okay, we're off. All right, we are going back to work. This is going to be my last day on this one job, which I'm pretty happy about. And then I have a deck job to start tomorrow. So check it out. This is my second most favorite mug, Flight Deck Diner. Just so if you guys aren't aware, best diner of all of New Jersey. Okay, trying to get out of my driveway here. Yo, Yuvraj, what's up, man? Everything is going really well, actually, other than work, but at least we're going to work today, which I'm pretty happy about. Work hasn't been the greatest recently, so, but it seems like it's picking up again. You know, my work is always so up and down this time of year, so, but it's always like that around the winter time, deep into the winter, I should say. I just can't wait till we get past February, and once we're past this month, I should be back like full time in the work. So, but right now we're just driving along. Gotta get my seatbelt on, of course. Can't drive without a seatbelt. I got called out actually a couple times by some of you guys, so I'm not trying to break the law. All right, let's go. Man, my windshield is like trying to like freeze or something because it's like right there this morning. But the temperatures are supposed to get up pretty decent today, so I'm pretty excited about that. Looking forward to it. So yesterday, the reason why I wanted to come on the live stream was because yesterday I was planning on flying the giveaway glider that we're giving away this Friday to one of you guys, you know, which I'm really excited about, by the way. And this time I'm gonna just give it away. Sorry about that. I had some things just roll over here in the van. Just trying to make sure that nothing broke. Looks like nothing broke. That's the one thing about this van. It's like if you set one thing down on the floor because there's all this space in here, it doesn't stay there. The only thing that I've ever seen that stays in one spot on this van is when I have the carrier on the back and I put that little platform down just to put the paramotor on top. I've been pretty blown away with how I've forgotten that that's been back there, and I went driving, and I cannot believe that that little platform has been there, like, every single time. And normally I don't ever leave the carrier on the back anymore, because I've actually been in 2 accidents because of them, you know, which is crazy. And the first one was a hit and run, and it was at a drive-through at it was at Burger King or something like that. I can't remember where it was. It was some fast food place. I was starving. And I totally forgot that it was even on the back. And I come driving around the drive-thru, and here's somebody, obviously behind me, couldn't wait for their food, rams me, like rams the back of my van. And I'm like, and I looked back, and I was like, what the heck? And then as I pull forward, they rammed me again. I couldn't believe it. So I pull out of the line and I pull over, and the car behind me just shot away, and I'm thinking, what the heck? And then I walk behind my van and I realized that they were hitting my carrier in the back, and their whole front bumper was like destroyed. I actually couldn't believe that they drove away like that. And crazy, that's how it got bent up the first time, but it wasn't ruined yet, right? Like, it was still able to be used, and I still did use that carrier, right? And then one day, I actually brought it into work by accident. I completely forgot I still had it on the back. I just never took it off the night before. And then from there, damn, I didn't know this guy was turning. And then from there, what's it called? Yeah, I knew who that was. And then from there, I had it on the job site parked, and a guy came in and he turned too sharp. He ran it over. Like, he got super close to the van. It was so weird, actually, to think that like I had 2 accidents with it. And then now, the new one that I had, the guy who ran it over or like smashed it, the second guy, he actually replaced it, you know, which was good. So, but still though, it still was beat for me because my van basically went through like 2 accidents over that. So, and it's always like I always get the bitter end of the deal like every time too, but that's okay. Things all happen for a reason, and I just always got to keep pushing on. So just saw a friend of mine, but yeah, like I said, we're just trying to get to work. It's 7:31 Eastern time, February 3rd, guys. Crazy that it's already February 3rd. I just cannot wait for this month to cruise by. I can't wait to be in March. You know, March I'm supposed to go to California for a couple days to go see my oldest brother, Anthony, and go meet the twins finally in person, which would be amazing. And then right after that, April, I'm going to be going right on a cruise out of Florida, which I'm really looking forward to. I've actually never been on a cruise ship before, so really looking forward to that. And really what I want to be doing is getting an RV, guys, so I can start driving around, like driving the Florida comfortably with the paramotors and stuff like that, you know? It's like, I want to be able to have wheels and be able to like comfortably sleep at places but have my gear, you know? That would, I would just feel so much better that way, I think. Plus, you know, there's always other flying spots that I always want to go and fly at, and I normally can't get to them spots because I don't have like a trailer or an RV. I used to have a trailer. I've actually had 2 trailers. I've never owned an RV though yet. And I wouldn't be against having one, but like, I would just like to, I would love a toy hauler, but they're so expensive. And I only want a toy hauler that's actually a, like a Class C style or whatever they are. The ones where, it's like my van here. Woo, God bless me. So, you know, this time of year, man, I just feel like, and also since I had that flu, it's been like this crazy, like, bitterness after that I had the flu, which kind of stinks. Like, I just feel like it never really went away. Like, I don't feel sick or anything anymore, but I still have this really bad lingering cough. I still have, sorry, like a typical runny nose like in the morning. But I think it's because of the cold and stuff like that. I also do believe that, oh, we got a truck broken down, I think. Oh, no, we don't. The truck dropping off equipment, doing something over there at the library. So yeah, so like I was saying, yesterday's flight was epic. Asma and I, we went out to the beach, and what did we do? We went to the beach, and the winds were supposed to be a little bit more calm, and they actually were not. And while we were flying, we kind of both realized that the winds were kind of getting a little bit worse. So we didn't keep flying, plus it was super cold. But man, was the adventure incredible yesterday. Yesterday I got to fly another C-rated wing for the first time, but I was having problems. As soon as I kept taking off, dude, it was clean takeoff. Super easy to get up, by the way. Dude, this C-rated, it was C-rated Dudek Snake 20 meter, plus the smallest glider I've ever flown too. Dude, as soon as I went up in the air, I couldn't get my wingtip to come out of its cravat, right? It kept being stuck in a cravat, and a cravat is when your wingtips are like in and they're not coming out, right? And a lot of times, once you get in the air, they will come out, but this one was not coming out. I actually took off 3 times with that glider, and the wingtip wouldn't come out. So every time I did like an emergency landing, I guess you could, an immediate landing, as I should call it. And when I would come down and land, dude, I was going so fast, cutting against those high winds. That's what I couldn't believe. I could not get over how touchy the glider was. Like, that is something to really try to get used to. And C-rated gliders are a whole nother level of skill of trying to fly paramotors. And you can clearly feel it. Like when I just flew yesterday, so I flew that 3 times and landed it each time immediately just to see what was wrong with it. Azmat figured out that one of the lines for the wing tip, which was the Stabilo line, you know, for like tip steering. But this glider, it's tied into the 2D steering, so that line was actually wrapped around another line, just wrapped. It wasn't tangled or anything, but it was enough wraps to not come out when it was under a load, which is kind of crazy to think. So I had to, I didn't actually know what was going on. Azmat was the one who actually realized it, and he corrected it, and he said, let me take the glider up for a flight. And I said, totally, because he hasn't even flown the glider yet himself. So I swapped over and took his 22 meter Report Air 2, I think it was, Report Air 2 or something like that. That glider was awesome. I mean, that glider is pretty touchy itself too, but not nowhere near as touchy as that 20 meter was, but it's way touchier than my Roadster 3 is, you know, so that's really wild to think. But I really enjoyed the Dyrdek glider, but what I realized though, guys, is that it's just like my old wing. Very hard to get it above your head, but once the glider's above your head, it like almost lives there. Like it feels really good. And it is crazy to think how, let's go up a little bit, and I'm gonna go down like a different road. I always love going down the head of the river here, but let's just go up a little bit, and then I'll cut down on the road. Nah, I love going down this original way. So regardless, like, I think my next wing, guys, might not be an Ozone potentially, because I really wanted to get the Free Ride or the Speedster, right? Everyone told me that the Free Ride might be too much of an advanced wing for my skill set, which is totally fine. I'm not here to push it. I don't know what it is. It might be just the word Free Ride that I really like, but there's also the Speedster, and there's also the, I think it's called the Sunoco. I can't believe I can't think of it right now. Sometimes when I'm driving, guys, I do draw like these little blanks because I'm so focused on driving, and then I'm also trying to think about vlogging with you guys. So it's not really the easiest, but I'm happy to always try to push it out and try. I do really enjoy it. I enjoy making videos, you know, and like yesterday, man, was such a great flight with Azmat. And dude, he landed on an island. Dude, I was nervous, man. He, because we're both flying gliders, I feel like that we're both not 100% on. And I just couldn't believe it. He came down, he landed, it's basically like a sandbar once it gets shallow enough. And man, he landed on it, and I couldn't believe that he let the glider down too, and I thought for sure it was gonna get soaked. But man, Azmat got that glider right back up, man. He flew right off that miniature little sandbar. It was seriously cool. And Azmat's paramotor, man, guys, is running so good after all that time and work we put into it. I am so grateful for Azmat, man. It's so nice, man. We got some people here walking on the road. I gotta be very cautious. I like to slow down. Never in a rush. Look at all this garbage over here. Man, there's so much garbage on the train tracks. I just can't stand people. Dude, but it's so crazy. Like the other day, guys, when we did this video and I was going to work this way, like I said, this is the last time I'm actually working out this way. And what is it? The rivers were completely iced over, guys, and now it's like there ain't no ice at all. And today it's supposed to get up to like 50 degrees, and so is tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. And if it gets up that warm, guys, I'm gonna go up flying for sure. We'll go up for a flight this afternoon again, because like I said, guys, I really love flying, and I just want to keep flying, and I don't want to not fly, right? So it's pretty incredible, like the experience of what it's like to be a paramotor pilot. And then once you get that training, man, it's like a never-ending cycle of adventures. Like, I feel I've never been on so many epic adventures before that have pumped me up, you know, like to the point where I feel like I don't know if there is anything better. And Asmat and I were talking like that yesterday. We were talking about how incredible this sport is, and Asmat said the reason why he really enjoyed teaching me the way on how to become a paramedic pilot is because he said he saw a lot of himself in me, which was nice to hear, because what he was saying was I wasn't just some guy who was saying I wanted to be a paramedic pilot. I was a guy who, once he showed me a couple tricks, I was alone at the field for hours practicing those skills. And I mean, dude, I would practice in high winds, no winds, like medium winds. I would practice in the worst spots for rotor. I would go and figure out better spots, you know, and then I was learning, like, it's amazing to know where I started out, how I was trying to do it, to when I met Asmat and then he showed me, and then how much better practice I was doing and how much better I was actually getting. And then, man, once I got that second flight, the first flight was only 30 seconds. And I do count it because it is written in my book, but my second flight, I'll never forget how I felt up there that whole time. And I flew for a while. We got up to like I think 500 feet to 1,000 feet. I can't really remember. I wrote it in my book, but it was incredible, man. I flew up so high that I saw the Delaware Bay, I saw the ocean, I saw all our rivers, I saw everything, and it was truly amazing, and to me, all life-changing at the same time. And ever since that day, it's like I've been always chasing that takeoff, because the takeoff is truly the best part about paramotoring to me, and the landing. Like, don't get me wrong, the flying around is absolutely incredible, but something about having that control over the glider, and then having the control over your mind with your body, and then being able to give it throttle, and then just being able to lean back and run, just incredible, you know. There's truly nothing like it. And man, guys, I just always want to be a pilot, you know. I always want to run. I always want to be able to foot launch, you know. But I would like to get a trike, though, guys. I think having a trike would be a lot of fun, because if I had a trike in the morning, if I had a trike, it would be kind of interesting, because then, in theory, I would be able to hold more weight and stuff like that if I was able to do like go to a different airport, for instance, but it's going to be a longer trip. Then I could like comfortably fill up my gas tank and not have to worry about that heavy weight, you know. And couldn't imagine what it would be like trying to land with all that weight doing your legs, you know. That would probably hurt you if you don't do it right, you know. And that's what I'm always nervous about with the paramotor camping stuff, is you're gonna have to bring gear with you, right? Like a sleeping bag, a food, drinks, right? So that stuff all adds up when you go flying, you don't ever bring anything, you know? So it's like, it's really crazy to think about. But regardless, I just want to experience all of it. It was really amazing that Pilot Pat took me up on his trike, dude, on the Fly products with the Cosmo 300. Dude, that thing was so sick, man. I mean, dude, that thing was luxury, man. I feel like for my skill set, that's like way too big. But if I ever got my tandem certification, then I'd probably be a little bit more about it, having something that big. But right now, I'm just trying to get a single seat trike and just keep practicing that way, just so I can get the comfortability down of what it's like of having a having trike and going off the ground like that, you know, wheeling off the ground and then wheeling onto the ground, you know, because I feel like it is going to be different, because then you got to wait even longer to go and flare, because, you know, now you're not worried about your legs that are another 4 feet lower than you, 4.5 feet lower than you. Man, I'll tell you what though, I just absolutely love flying, guys. Man, that sun is brutal. Dude, always driving this way, guys. It's something else. Well, we were almost at work though. I actually trying to get up to speed here. I got a car right up on us. So we're a couple minutes out, like literally probably 2 minutes, but I'm gonna keep the live rolling until we get into the driveway. But like I said, everybody, I'm pretty excited, looking forward to tomorrow because we're gonna be building a deck tomorrow, which I like cannot wait to do. And I just can't wait to get back to the work rhythm again. You know, there's been all this craziness and going on, and I just need to get back to the normal workflow. And I just want to keep pushing out the YouTube videos. You know, guys, I'm still waiting for my one GoPro to come back in the mail. I just don't know when it's going to come back. I tried doing a thing where what's it called? Where I did it through insurance, you know, through GoPro. When you have a GoPro subscription, you're up to like 2 or 3 GoPros a year for like $50 to $100 to get them refurbished or get a brand new one. So I'm just waiting, and I think my mistake was that I did it before the new year. So I'm still waiting. It's been like over a month without that camera. That's kind of weird to think. So I don't know what is going on. Or a month, I'm sorry. I don't know what I just said. I think I said a year. I meant to say a month. But yeah, so hopefully we get to go flying this afternoon. That will be sweet. And I would like to go flying inland this time so I could definitely shake the sand off of my paramotor, because I don't like to always have sand all over it, but it is all good. Alright guys, we are pulling into the driveway now. Man, I'm early. Alright guys, so I hope that you guys all did enjoy. Like I said, I always try to push myself to do these live streams all the time. So, like I said, make sure you guys follow along. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. I am doing a giveaway this Friday right here. And I'm planning on doing the giveaway sometime around probably 4 o'clock Eastern time. So make sure you guys all stay tuned for that. And yeah, guys, like I said, we have some epic things to come. I'm trying to think of where to park right now. So make sure you guys all stay tuned. And yeah, like I said, until the next one, everybody, fly safe and have a good day. See you guys on the next one.